This is a review of my 2026 annual containers. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to take a walk around my annual containers and take a look and see how they performed. It's August now and most of these were planted in April. So I'm going to show you, pictures of what they look like when I first planted them in April so you can get an idea of, several months later in August what these plants look like, how big they got, what worked, what didn't work, that kind of thing. So I don't think I'm going to really rate them, on a scale, but I think I'm going to do a rating of would I repeat this or, does this need improvement, that kind of thing. All right, so let's dig in. Okay, we're going to first start out with this trio of basket planters. This was on April 10th when I first planted them up. I've got a pink and white dianthus on the right. We've got the compact orchid sun patient in the middle with a Jacob's ladder and a purple alyssum. And on the left is a white alyssum and purple petunias in the back. This is a west-facing area, so it's shaded all morning and then it gets afternoon sun from about noontime through some of the evening. Now this is what it looked like on June 5th. Everything looks great. This is probably the best those containers looked. The dianthus is in full bloom. The alyssum looks great, both the purple and the white, and I did plant a verbena in the center of that container on the left there. And here are the basket planters in August. As you can see, the sun patients look amazing. They're probably 3 or 4 times bigger than they were. They're just really beautiful. They've bloomed all season like that. I've been fertilizing them with the Proven Winners water-soluble fertilizer about every other week or so, and that's been great. Below that, the Jacob's ladder on the bottom left has done really, really well. That hasn't skipped a beat. It's looked perfect all season. Now that purple alyssum on the right, that has really just, with the heat of the summer, it's really just petered out. So I don't know if I'm going to take that out or if I'm going to let that, maybe try to reflush when the temperatures cool down a little bit. And then on the right is the dianthus, and that one's been pretty good. I would repeat that again. I really like the blooms on those. They're really pretty. It's one of those that pretty much blooms one big flush and then you cut it back and then it blooms again. It's about on its 3rd bloom, I would say, for the season. So definitely would repeat that. And then on the left is probably my biggest fail. That verbena bonariensis is way, way, way too big for that container. It needs to come out. It's just been flopping over. We just had a rain last night, but it's even still doing that any other time of day. The white alyssum on the bottom is really crispy. If you could see that, looks like some sun scorching, like the leaves turned kind of like a white color. So it's really too hot here. And then the petunias in the back are not really blooming anymore. They kind of have a odd color to them, and those definitely are going to come out. So this is definitely not a repeat, definitely needs improvement. I definitely would repeat the sun patients container, especially with the Jacob's ladder. That looks really nice. But maybe figure out something with that sweet alyssum, maybe get it some more protection, maybe from the heat of the summer, like in July and August. And here's the next grouping of containers. This is what these 7 containers look like beforehand. And then this was on April 10th when I first started planting. You can see that blue star juniper in the very front there. I put my solar fountain out. Here I've got pink geranium, purple petunia, white alyssum, that purple bacopa, the mezu plant, and a saxifraga. And this is a fireworks pennisetum along with a purple sweet potato vine and a Monrovia calibrachoa. I'm not sure of the exact variety on that one though. That's the pink with the white and yellow. And then this is what those containers look like on May 23rd. You can see the geraniums are blooming, petunias are blooming, the alyssum looks great, everything's filling in nicely, very, very colorful. And here I planted the Proven Winners Superbena, the sparkling amethyst with some Grape Punch Super Bells. And then there is a elephant ear bulb in the middle, but you can't see anything quite yet. And just about a week later, we started to get those elephant ear bulbs. I really like this photo. The elephant ears are coming out and everything's blooming. And here's this other large grouping of planters. These are amazing. I'm really happy with how this all came out. You can see that fireworks pennisetum on the right is just beautiful and really soft plumes of pink. And then the purple sweet potato vine is really filled in nicely, that little corner there with the dark leaves. The geranium isn't blooming as much right now. I just ended up cutting back a whole bunch of the blooms. And I did have to stake up the plant. So you can see the 3 stakes there coming out of the top. Petunias on the right, those are not blooming at the moment. I think they might have budworms, so those might be done for. The sweet alyssum has petered out, so has the bacopa. They're not really blooming at the moment, but the plants still look a little bit better than the ones on the other side that I showed you. And then we can't forget the elephant ear. This has been a great, great plant. I've had to cut back a few, but it's still pushing out new leaves. That blue star juniper has looked great. It's put on a little bit of growth, but not much, but I like the evergreen texture and that blue tone. And then the sparkling amethyst superbena. That one I cut back pretty hard a while back, and it is pushing out some new blooms now. I think they were getting shaded a little bit by the elephant ear, which is okay. There is a Super Bell's Grape Punch in there, but it's not blooming right now, and I think that kind of got overtaken by the superbena, but that's okay. But you can also see some tiny little baby leaves on the elephant ear there that are sprouting up. And then these begonias are looking really good, that bright pink with the glossy leaves. And then underneath it, I have the Mizzou plant, which I'm really happy with. I'm just really excited to grow that again next year, maybe in an area that's a little more prominent where I can see it a little bit better. So overall, I would repeat the elephant ears, definitely. I would repeat the superbenas, the sparkling amethyst, maybe something else planted underneath the elephant ear next time. The blue star juniper looks great. I definitely would repeat the fireworks pennisetum and the purple sweet potato vine. Those are all great. Even though there's not too many blooms on these right now, definitely love the geraniums. I might try a light pink color next time. Petunias were looking good for a while. They just aren't blooming at this moment, so maybe something different in there next year. Now we're going to move over to a single container I have. This is a Mandevilla planted on May 27th. And here's the Mandevilla in August. This has been an outstanding performer. I would definitely repeat this. It's in a basket planter with a trellis, a metal trellis in there, and it's just climbed up and down and around and everywhere. The only negative is it does drop some blooms every morning, maybe 3 or 4 that I have to pick up off the ground, but that's not a big deal. And it just rained last night, so I'll show you some of the blooms up close. This is west facing, so it does get a lot of sun, one of the more sunny places in my garden. I know this is a tropical plant, so it really likes the sun. And I do fertilize it with the Proven Winners water-soluble fertilizer about every week or 2 to keep those blooms going. And it does have these really pretty, nice, glossy leaves. So I want to show you this trio of lavender. The 2 containers are on the right have lavender, and the left one is a boxwood topiary. These were planted around April 22nd, and I want to show you an update on what these look like now. And here's those containers in August. Looks like the boxwood on the left is doing pretty well. It's had a little bit of new growth, still taking on that topiary shape, which I'm happy with. The Sweet Romance lavender on the right, I think barely bloomed, and it looks pretty rough there. And then the one in the middle bloomed a little bit. That's I believe it's the early blue variety of lavender. I cut it back and it put on one little stalk of lavender, so I'm really disappointed. I hope this doesn't mean the end of lavender for me. I really like having it near my patio so you can smell it when you walk over here. I did that a few years ago and it was just wonderful. So we'll see. And here's the remnants of that one little stalk, so that's pretty sad. I may transplant this into the flower bed and just see what happens, see if it survives. There is a lot of dead looking growth in the middle, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. And last but not least, we have the front door containers. These are definitely my favorite of the year. I would not change a thing. They came out so wonderful. You can see the begonias really filled in, the asparagus fern is filling in, and the caladium looks really good over here, and the creeping jenny has done what it's supposed to do, is trail over the side. And just for reference, these containers are east facing, so they get a little bit of morning sun. And the one on this side of the porch, the caladiums are a little bit bigger on this side because I divided the bulb, and I think more of the bulb went on this planter, but it doesn't bother me. I still think it looks really pretty either way. Here's what those containers look like on May 27th. I had just purchased these white containers this year and was able to fill them, and I was really happy with the results. I think it's really fun to see how much growth these plants can put on during the growing season. So I hope you enjoyed this video today, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Have a great day.